Hey, what's going on, guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. Guys, we are already halfway through February. At the time of this recording, it is Valentine's Day, February 14th, so happy Valentine's Day to you all. But, of course, with it being halfway through February, that means we're going to be talking about our mid-month movie haul for the month of February. On top of that, and now these technically will go in with this haul, but these are going to wait till the end. I got a really awesome package from the movie room. And something else in here that is going to go with this haul. This is what I was waiting on. This is why this is going out later in the day. Usually I like to get these out pretty early. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So guys, these first ones, now I actually did not purchase these. I had gone to my grandmother's house and she had some VHSs and she goes, you know, you could take whatever you want. So I kind of went through and picked up a couple that she had that I was interested in. But the first one I got is Dante's Peak. I really enjoy this disaster movie. I think it's great. And Keanu is going to be putting out a 4K for this, so I'm really excited for that. Now, I don't have a VCR at the moment, so I just grabbed these just so I had them because I didn't want them to go to waste or you know, just getting thrown away, to be honest, or sold to somebody. So that's why I picked these up. So I really need to pick up a VCR to check these out, especially Dante's Peak, since we're getting the 4K here. Hopefully soon. It keeps getting pushed back. But anyways, there we are, Dante's Peak. This next one I got, I'm sure you have all seen this one, this actual set. But we've got the Titanic VHS set. Now, none of these are sealed or anything. These were well-loved, watched multiple times. So they're not in the best condition, but that's all right. I did not want, like I said, I did not want them to go to waste. But there you are. We've got Titanic. And this is back when, you know, movies like this, you had to put them on 2 tapes because they were too long. Because VHSs can only be a certain length. So, but anyways, there you are, Titanic. This next VHS set, I'm sure if you guys had VHSs at any point of your life, you guys had this exact box set. But the Star Wars trilogy. This is the original trilogy. Now, this is after they changed the names like Star Wars A New Hope and all that stuff. Because before, this was just Star Wars, just Empire Strikes Back, just Return of the Jedi. And this is when they started like, this is now The New Hope and all that stuff. So this is after all of that. But there you are, the Star Wars VHS trilogy. And guys, this last one, this one is probably my favorite out of these, not in terms of movies, just in terms of the VHS box set itself. But we got the Indiana Jones VHS trilogy, the original trilogy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade. So there is that. And it's actually in pretty decent condition, I must say. So there you are. There's my last set of my VHSs that I had gotten for this month of February so far, the Indiana Jones collection. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to go to our normal routine of our hauls. I'm going to start with my boutique labels, and we're going to move on to our standard releases. So I picked this up. This is a Scream Factory title, and this one's been out for a while, and I never got it. And so I'm sure some of you are going to be surprised at this, but we got The Burning. Great campfire movie in the vein of Friday the 13th, being at a summer camp and stuff like that. But excellent movie, excellent transfer. I'm really happy I picked this up finally. But there you are, The Burning. Guys, we're moving on to Second Sight. I got a lot of Second Sight this month. I've talked about this before. One of my goals is to get all the Second Sight titles, at least the limited edition like box sets. It's going to take me some time, obviously, but I got a few here, and one was one of my grails that I am just so stoked that I picked up. We're going to save that one for last. But the first one I got here is a Banquet. Now, I think this came out in 2023, maybe. This was a pretty decent film. Kind of a slow burn. Follows this girl right here. She has a supernatural experience where she thinks she is chosen for some purpose for the end of the world. It's kind of what it's about. And she doesn't eat for like 6-7 months, doesn't lose any weight. It's a pretty interesting movie. It's the ending is kind of out there. I will say it just kind of, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but there you are, a Banquet. This next Second Sight title I picked up, I've been looking into picking this up for a little bit, and especially with Second Sight's announcement of The Brood and Scanners, I wanted to pick this Cronenberg film up. I've heard mixed things about this. I haven't watched it yet, But Crimes of the Future, this is the 4K box set, but that artwork is fantastic. I really like that box set. I have seen most of the original. The original is, well, it's not that it's silent. Well, I guess you can call it silent. There's no dialogue in it. But if you do have The Brood, the Criterion Blu-ray, it's in the special features in there, the entire movie, The Brood. So if you guys didn't know that, you want to watch that, it is in there. But anyways, there you go. Crimes of the Future. And this is, like I said, the remake that Cronenberg did. Moving on. This one took me a while to find. There's not a lot of these that get sold like on the secondhand market, but I was able to find it and I jumped on it really quick. It's a found footage movie, but we've got Host. This is a Shudder original that came out during the pandemic. So the whole movie takes place on a Zoom call. Very creative. And the only critique I have about this is it relies heavily on some jump scares, which is good, but I think overuse of it, I'm not a fan of. That's the only critique I have. Other than that, I thought it was pretty decent. And it's a short film. It's not even, I think, an hour long. So if you want to watch a movie, but you don't have a lot of time, pop this thing in, have a good time. You'll enjoy it. Host. So this next one, this is one that went out of print quickly and it was hard to find. This was the only 2024 title from Second Sight that I didn't have, and it took me a while to find it. And I found, well, at least at a good price, and I found it. But High Tension, last year they went through like a French extreme horror kick with their stuff, and this was one of them. Now I haven't seen this one yet. I saw all the other ones, which I love, so I can't wait to check this out. But there you are, High Tension. And I heard the ending's kind of crazy too. All right, guys, this is my last Second Sight title for this month. Well, you'll see when I open up the packages here at the end. But this one is the one I was talking about, is one of my grails, especially a Second Sight grail. There's a few like Flight of the Navigator, Revenge. There's a couple other that's escaping me right now, but this one was kind of at the top, really. And I saw a good deal on it. It was pricey, but I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. Picnic at Hanging Rock. I am so glad I finally picked this up. Haven't had a chance to watch this yet, like this version yet. But man, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous release. Comes with a novel. I might do a full review and unboxing for you. I probably will. So I'm not going to talk too much about everything this comes with, just so you know. It comes with a lot of good stuff. And this box art is beautiful. You know, Second Sight, the commissioned artwork that they use for their boxes are phenomenal. And I think this is no exception. It looks great. The color on it looks awesome. It's very fitting for the thematic elements of the movie. So I can't talk highly enough of how excited I am to finally get this, guys. But anyways, there you are. Picnic at Hanging Rock. This next one I just did a review on, so I'll link that down below. And any of these others that I've done reviews on, I'll link them down below. I'll put purchase links down below for you guys as well if you want to pick up any of these. This so far, and I know we're only in the second month, but this so far is my favorite release of the year. I was blown away by this release. Rumpelstiltskin. It was amazing. The special features is really what took it up a notch for me, right? The movie itself is phenomenal. Everything about it, it's hilarious, it's campy, fun, cheesy, you know, and the effects in it, oh my gosh, Kevin Yeager, who did the effects for Rumpelstiltskin, he's done stuff like in Freddy's Revenge, he did The Crypt Keeper, he even did some stuff in Child's Play, so he's a well-respected effects artist, and he did the Rumpelstiltskin stuff. And the detail that TerraVision was able to pull out of the original camera negative that they got from this, it is gorgeous. Highly, highly, highly recommend you guys picking this up. You guys will not be disappointed. I love this movie. I love this release. They did such a good job. The score of this film is next level, in my opinion. Charles Bernstein, the guy who did Nightmare on Elm Street. So anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's just about showcasing what I got, but I just can't talk about this movie and this release enough from TerraVision. You guys did awesome. But there you are, Rumpelstiltskin from 1995. All right, guys, this next one, this is a more recent film. I really enjoy this movie. It's a good one. Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't remember the other actress's name right now, but we've got The Last Night in Soho. This is the Universal UK chunky box set with the steelbook. But guys, the artwork on this is phenomenal. So that's the front artwork, but the reverse is where it's at. Isn't that amazing? And it's got some like spot glossing with the rain. Everything about this. I love this movie. It comes with a really nice steelbook and then all the extra accoutrements that come with it. Definitely really, really glad I picked this up the last night in Soho. So my next one that I got, this is from Vestron. This is actually my first Vestron title. It's a steelbook and I'm on a Cronenberg kick. I'm trying to prepare for the Cronenberg titles that are coming out next month from Second Sight. So I had to pick up Shivers. It's funny, I did a live just not too long ago with Jeff, John Doe Juggalo. He was saying, I always talk about the wraparound artwork for steelbooks, and this is one of them. I just love it. It makes it for a great steelbook in my opinion. But there you are from Vestron, the steelbook of Shivers. So next we are going to move on to all my Vinegar Syndrome titles. I've been going very Vinegar Syndrome heavy lately. And well, let's go ahead and dive into them. So this first one is from director Scooter McCrae. I believe he might have wrote and directed it. I'm not sure, but we've got Black Eyed Susan. I haven't had a chance to watch this. I've been so busy lately. I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of the new ones that I picked up, but I'm really, really excited about this film. And after watching Companion, I know with AI and robots, it's kind of in that vein. So I'm excited to check this out, and I've heard good things about it. So there you are, Black Eyed Susan. Guys, this next one is a VSU. It's the newest VSU from Vinegar Syndrome, but I went ahead and picked up Virtuosity. Now, I've seen this years and years ago, and I remember it being pretty good. I don't know how well it holds up, but I'm excited to check it out. And I was more apt to getting this because it is a VSU, but there you are, Virtuosity. Guys, this next one, I had such high hopes for this, and unfortunately, I was disappointed, to be honest with you. Street Trash. The effects are fantastic in this movie. Absolutely love the practical effects they used. You know, I was reading on the Vinegar Syndrome Facebook groups that people were just dogging this really, really bad. And for the most part, I see that a lot. That seems to be a common theme in that Facebook group. They talk about how the transfers either look terrible or the movie just plain sucks. And I've heard that about some movies that I had picked up for Vinegar Syndrome, and I completely disagreed. But you had to go in it at the mindset of, you know, this isn't the best, highest quality movie, and understand you're watching a cheesy, campy movie that's not going to be an Oscar-winning film. So I thought, come on, guys, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Well, they were right. It's pretty terrible. It took me a while to get through. I had to stop at midday. I wasn't hooked. It was more of a chore to finish this movie, unfortunately. And, you know, I can excuse the bad writing maybe a little bit. It's the acting. The acting is just awful, awful. I don't know either where they got the actors or if you could blame the director. I don't know. I just don't think this was a good release, but the artwork looks really good. I mean, that's awesome. So I guess I'll keep it for that, right? But there you are, Street Trash. And for it to be a remake of the original, I think it's kind of a letdown. All right, guys, this next one is from their Shudder partner label. We've got Influencer. I started this on Shudder, but I haven't watched it on the actual disc. But from what I've seen, it looks really, really good so far from what I've seen. Like I said, I probably made it about 20 to 30 minutes in the movie, so I know there's a lot more that will probably happen. So I'm excited to check this out. But there you are, Influencer. Moving on, this might be my favorite Vinegar Syndrome release for the subscriber week. I thought this was amazing. Arrow did have a release of this. I didn't pick that one up. Then I saw Vinegar Syndrome have it. This was a blind buy for me. Deranged. Wow. This is basically the Ed Gein movie. Phenomenal. Such a good movie. And funny enough, this guy right here is, what's his name? Is it Old Man Marley from, I think that's his name, from Home Alone, the first one, the guy who helps Kevin McAllister, the South Bend Shovel Slayer.
You ever heard of the South Bend Shovel Slayer?
No.
That's him. Back in 58, murdered his whole family and half the people on the block.
This is him, but this was in 74, so this was quite a bit before. So this was quite a bit before Home Alone. And he does a phenomenal job just being that kind of awkward old man where on the surface, he just seems like your typical just old man, right? But there's definitely more sinister things going on. Such a phenomenal film, such a good movie. Go check it out if you haven't. Deranged. All All right, guys, I have two more from my Vinegar Syndrome haul. This one was a FOMO purchase. I saw that the slip covers were dwindling fast with this, and but I had to pick it up. Keanu and Co. I believe this is like his first movie, and there's 3 movies in this. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but like I said, this honestly, this was a FOMO purchase. I got to be honest, but I'm glad I got it. So I try not to have buyer's remorse with any of my movies because, one, you're just building your collection, keeping physical media alive. So I try not to dwell on, oh man, I bought that, but I don't really care for it, like street trash. I'm still glad I got it. So, but anyways, Keanu and Co. And guys, this is my last one that I picked up. I watched about 45 minutes of this, but then I had to stop because I was doing a live stream and I haven't got the chance to finish it. So far, from what I've seen, it's a fun movie. It's not terrible. Like I said, with most of Vinegar Syndrome movies, you just have to go in with the mindset that these are just cheesy, kind of maybe shot on video movies, and you'll have a good time. Don't try and be super critical of the film. If you do that, yeah, you're going to find some problems with it. But if you just watch it, just have a good time, you're going to enjoy it. Iced. This so far was pretty good. So I'm excited to finish this and to check it out. This one I feel like I could have waited on a little bit because I thought that this was going to go out so fast because everyone was talking about it. Ice is coming. But they made like 6,000 copies. So the slipcover's still available if you guys still want it. But there you are, iced. So guys, that does it for my Vinegar Syndrome titles so far for this month of February. Let's move on to Umbrella. So I got a pretty good Umbrella haul. This first one, this is such a fun movie, and I love this release. Again, Arrow is doing a release of this, and I think they have 1 or 2 exclusive special features that they added on. I might pick it up. I don't know. But we got Last Stop in Yuma County. This is such a good movie, a nail-biter, tension-building movie. For the most part, it just takes place in one location, the diner at the gas station. Once they escape the diner, it's kind of the end of the movie and a few things happen. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't seen it, but definitely check this out. This is a fun movie. Last Stop in Yuma County. This next one I've had my eye on for a little bit. This is a 4K and I've heard great things about this and I didn't want this to sell out. One that sold out that I wanted and I waited and it sold out. So I got to kind of get it on secondhand market is Time Crimes. And this is one of those I had a feeling it would sell out here pretty soon. So I jumped on it. But Thesis. This one I'm excited about. And I believe they also did, was it Close Your Eyes or Open Your Eyes? Something like that. Same guy who did this movie did that. So I got to pick that up as well. But there you are, Thesis. Guys, this next one, another 4K. This is another one that I still need to watch. The main reason I picked this up is the inspiration that John Carpenter had for his look and character of Michael Myers was from this movie. So I automatically had to have it. Eyes Without a Face. This is the French. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but that's the French title. But Eyes Without a Face. Excited to check this out. Heard great things about this movie. But there you are. And guys, the last Umbrella title that I have picked up so far for the month of February, this one, it was a blind buy, and I'm so glad I got this. Is such a good movie. Creep. Not to be mistaken with the found footage Creep that Second Sight just did. This is something completely different. This actually came out before that movie. Follows a woman who goes into a subway and she has to get on the last train out. And she falls asleep and misses it and gets locked in the subway, trapped in there with this creature thing. You find out what the creature is later on in the movie, but it is a good movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Creep. So guys, that is all my boutique labels that I have picked up so far for the month of February. We're going to move on to our studio releases. Now, so far, I've only picked up one I haven't picked up one steelbook. I got the Vestron one, but at least a studio release steelbook. This is the only one I've gotten. But we got Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I definitely prefer this one over that yellow one. And I'm so glad I jumped on this. I pre-ordered this like day one when it got announced. But of course, you have to spice it up a little bit. And get the Blockbuster box set hard slip case. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And there's the back, and it fits perfectly right in there. I'll make sure to link the Blockbuster box sets down in the description as well for you if you want to pick this up or any of his other stuff. He just released a Rocky set, which looks really good if you guys want to check that out. But there you are, The Shining. Guys, in these last few Blu-rays, I'm going to go through quick because I want to get into this unboxing. But 3 of these were recommendations from Frank because he's doing his Found Footage February. These 3 I hadn't seen. He highly recommended these, so I picked them up. And this last one we're going to talk about for a little bit. But first one, The Last Exorcism. This was a fantastic movie. The ending blew my mind. Awesome, awesome movie. This next one I do still need to watch. He talks so highly of this, but I really need to watch it. But Troll Hunter, I watched the trailer, and the amount of trolls and the different types of trolls they had in the movie looks really cool. But there you go, Troll Hunter. Guys, this next one, I haven't checked this one out yet. The Taking of Deborah Logan. Heard great things about this. Again, I watched the trailer. The trailer itself creeped me out. I don't know, something about it. But there you are, The Taking of Deborah Logan. Guys, this last one I have never seen, and it caused such a stir in my little friend group that Brian had to go and make a video on it. But I never seen The Rock. I know, and this is got to be one of my favorite movies of the 90s now. Such a good movie. Oh my gosh. Ed Harris's character alone in this movie, almost a reason to buy it. Him and Sean Connery. Nicolas Cage does a great job too. Michael Biehn, that whole shower room scene.
You tell your men to safety their weapons, drop them on the deck.
I cannot give that order!
I am not going to repeat that order!
I will not give that order!
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Stand fast!
Chills. There's not enough words to describe how good that scene was and this movie. But anyways, there you are, The Rock. So that is all the pickups that I got for the month of February so far. I've got these as well, so these are going to be added into that. So let's go ahead and open these up. So this first one I got off of someone from Facebook Marketplace at a really, really good deal. And it is a second sight release. As I had said, I'm trying to get all the second sight limited edition titles. So that's why I picked this up. And I've heard really good things about this release. Now, this is still available for you to pick up like brand new. But it was such a good deal that I couldn't pass this up, and it looked to be in really, really good condition. So, but we got Dog Soldiers, guys, the 4K, and that artwork. Oh my gosh, this is my first time seeing it in person. This artwork is next level. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. I can't wait to check this one out. There you are, werewolf movie, Dog Soldiers. All right, guys. One box down. I got one more to go. This I picked up from my good friend Michael over at the Movie Room. Get your stuff from him. He does an amazing job packaging your stuff. Great deals. All you have to buy is 2 movies and get free shipping. And he's moving up. He's got branded boxes now. That is awesome. Very, very cool. So definitely go there and check it out. If you guys see anything you want to pick up, make sure to use my code MovieDen10. We'll get you 10% off your first order. But let's go ahead and break into this, and I'll show you guys what I picked up from him. But he's such an awesome dude. So I had 2 separate orders. They were both pre-orders. They had 2 movies in each order, right? Well, one from each of those orders came in, and the other 2 still haven't come in. And he's like, dude, don't worry. I'm going to take the 2 that showed up, ship them to you, and then when the other 2 show up, I'll get it out to you then. So he'll hook you up. He's such an awesome dude. I'll tell you, though, you want good packaging and your stuff to stay secure, he's not going to disappoint. So there's the box right there. I got 2 movies to the brim with bubble wrap. I've said this before, so I'm going to show you how much bubble wrap you get just to protect your stuff. You got that. You got this. You got that. There's my receipt. You always get an awesome sticker. So thank you, Michael. There you are. So here's everything wrapped up in here. But even under it, you've got 1, 2, 3. Your stuff isn't going nowhere. And it's going to be very, very well protected. So let's go ahead and take these out. I'll show you guys what I picked up. So there is that. And then he throws them in these little bags right here too for you. All right. So the first one I got right here, picked up Lifeforce on 4K. The reason I got this over the Scream Factory one is you are getting the unrated cut in 4K. The Scream Factory only got it on Blu-ray. So can't wait to check this one out. This next one, this is going to be a first-time watch for me. I'm really, really excited about this. It's a William Friedkin film, but we have got Cruising. Al Pacino's Cruising. I love Al Pacino, so I'm really, really excited to jump into this. I'll do a review for these and stuff for you guys and unboxing at that time. But there you are. We're adding these two to the mid-month February haul, Lifeforce and Cruising. But guys, that is everything that I picked up. And again, if you guys find something on the Movie Room's website that you want to pick up, just make sure to use my code MovieDen10. We'll get you 10% off your first order. And guys, that's all I have for you. I have a lot of planned videos coming up that I think you guys are really going to be excited about. I'm going to be doing more of the Based on True Events series. My next retrospective is going to be on body horror. What else? I'm going to be doing a really in-depth breakdown of A Nightmare on Elm Street in anticipation for this new release that's coming out. I'm going to go through the decades of horror, my favorite movies and recommendations. So I got a lot of stuff planned that I cannot wait to show you all. But like I said, guys, that is all the stuff that I got for this month so far of February. And that's going to be it for the video. You guys take care.